Guys, welcome back to the Grange channel. It has been a minute since I put a video up, and I apologize. It has been excessively busy, and I haven't had a chance to even get a camera out or anything. We've had visitors, we've had vacations, we've had just an absolutely crazy summer, and zero time to do any recording, editing, or anything like that. My other channel takes up a lot of my time because I'm working at Harper Porsche, so check out that video. It's under my name, Derek Manzani. That's where all our car stuff is, or my car stuff is when I'm videoing. So a lot of my editing time and stuff goes to that, 10 hours a day at work, and then, kids baseball and all that, you guys can imagine. So enough of the excuses. This is what's going on today. So you've seen some of my SVL 75 skid steer videos here. This is the brush cutter from RUT manufacturing, and I've got something tangled up in there. This thing is completely locked up. I can't even move it. I guess it's pretty rare that happens. It looks like there's barbed wire in there, and it may have ripped the seal out, which means it could have leaked all the oil or gear oil out, which could have burned the bearings out. So this is legit a worst case scenario, and I'm in the middle of pulling these bolts out, which has taken me all day. Multiple tools. I've had every single pry bar here. I'll flip the camera around and take a look. So I've tried, I've got my impacts. I've even got the cordless impact, which actually this guy's pretty strong, this little beater one I use around the house. Nothing. The pry bars are the best thing I've got. There's a huge one over there, and I've been using this black bar too. These things, I have a torch, which is actually over there, that I've been torching these things with. They have that red Loctite in there, which is absolutely insane. These are the bolts that are holding this blade on down here, if you've ever seen underneath one of these things. This is a 60-inch deck. So you can see this is the extreme, so it's got all the extra bracing in it. This thing has been tough. I've been using it for a good year and a half, and I definitely recommend RUT Manufacturing. Great customer service. These guys are super nice. Answered my emails, trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I was scared to death to take these off. I've stripped these two guys out. These came out. In case you're ever wondering what size it is, I went and bought one of these kits just up at Harbor Freight just because that was the closest thing I could do without waiting. And it's a 3/8 that goes in this guy here. And it's one of those Allens. So as you can see, my muscle is so strong, I've twisted these. Now I know the Pittsburgh Pros aren't the toughest ones on the business, but I've had that one, and there's another one here too. I don't mind the oil. I was trying to get some lubrication in there just to get some of the grime out. I've been spraying stuff all in it just to kind of penetrate in there. But I'll tell you, this is your problem right here. This stuff right here is made to keep this blade on, obviously. So just be aware if you're trying to tackle this project, like ever switching your blades out. These are still in really good shape considering I've been up in my woods consistently, and of course I've been grinding on them to sharpen them basically. They need to be sharpened again. But as you can see, this is what these guys look like. This guy's built. Now you can see I've got it this way. I've got it held with the fork so it doesn't move. It's much easier for me to just sit over there and lean up against the skid steer and work in this environment. It's not going anywhere. It's locked. And of course I've got the cabs open too, which is nice. So, but this just makes it so I can lean up against it and get some leverage on it. So this is basically what we're working on today, trying to figure out what is going on with this thing. So we'll shoot some footage here, check it out. Just a short but sweet video. I couldn't find a lot of these videos online, and of course do this at your own risk, right? I'm a do-it-yourself guy. I'm not scared of much, but I'll tell you, this one has really tackled me good. Even when you get them moving, like I got this guy moving here, you can see it's out. It just stopped again, and I had to reheat it, and then I bent the Allen while I was in there. So we've gotten to the point now. I've been out here almost 3.5 hours, and I'm just tired. So get to the point where I may have to grind that off and just re-tap this thing, drill it out. I'm going to figure out a way around this thing here so we can get it off. I'm fixing this one. Strip that one off, so There you go, I fixed it. We'll get it out now. Boom. Look at that. That is a ton. Wow. No wonder the thing didn't want to spin. Hopefully it didn't get up into the seals. We're gonna start taking this apart. But you can see I could not get these out. I had to grind the heads off on these guys right here. This is quite a mechanical unit here. It's very strong, clearly. But yeah, this stuff. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can get some. We'll obviously heat these up. I'm going to see if I can get some vice grips on them and get them out now that I've got them exposed and I didn't strip the. The other one I stripped the Allen out. So I'm going to see if I can get them out and then just order a couple new bolts. We're going to sharpen the blades. Let's get this off. Let's see if this thing's still going to work. So. All right, that is not budging. Hope to God it didn't get the seal, but I'm kind of afraid it did because that's a lot of barbed wire there and it probably cut right through it. So let's just start taking it apart. And yeah, I don't recommend hitting barbed wire, but honestly, I don't even remember when that happened. Usually this little guy right here cuts anything off, but obviously with the metal, wow, it is in there. Let's show you what I'm cutting. I mean, I know you can see the tangled mess, but man, that is freaking terrible. Jeez. It must have been, sometimes getting that heavy brush you can't even see. And but I usually got a pretty good idea where I'm going, but obviously in this case, I got something I shouldn't have had, so these are the consequences. I'm doing better with this. So, yeah. I'm going to say that's probably part of what was the seal. No longer there. I will drain all the gearbox oil out. Now this guard goes around it. So it'd been in there spinning and just friggin' ate it all up. So it'll be $1,000 fix here. Get one of these guys right here. I'm not going to do the bearings. I'm literally just going to unbolt this guy right here and put a new one of these in. Just a new unit.